Snipers HQ, where we calibrate the soul. Snipers HQ, where we calibrate the soul. Master the emotion, then we tally back the goal. Confluence rising, look at how the level stack. Sniper discipline, never looking back. Snipers HQ, stay focused.
So I feel like that was good. Does anybody know what powers AI? Like, what is one thing that is a big, what is something that is used in order to power AI? Like, what is a main source that we need to power AI? Thank you. Thank you, Brent, KT. Besides water. God damn it. But yeah, that as well. But the answer I was looking for is energy. So
Alex and nerds.
That is tell us some water. You talking about nurse. But all right, so we need energy. And that goes back to what are we in now? Energy, oil. Oil, what energy needs oil. So it's all together, right? Makes sense. So what I'm watching is not just one headline, it's not just Barron Trump cheating ass, that insider, or any specific ticker. What we're doing really is this is a chain that hit me last night. Like this is a whole supply chain. It's a macro thesis that I missed. I was in it, but I didn't think deeper into this. I could turn that month. All right, so the real capital cycle might be basically a build out cycle. So not just another cycle like oil that's just ripping, going crazy. If AI is really going to scale the way people keep saying, then the market has to keep rewarding things that power it, connect it, cool it, protect it, and make it sovereign. So that means energy is not just going to be its own trade. It's going to be the funding leg for a bigger rotation into grid, compute infrastructure, and defense link systems. So it hit me that this is phases for AI to potentially take over everything. We've been worried so much on saying this is an AI bubble, but if we look at it, the way energy and oil is starting to like erupt, it's no like we done broke 9-year resistance. That's not something small. This is not by coincidence. What if this is something bigger? What if AI is just starting to now really build itself? So phase one is the direct energy shock. That's where the first money chases oil and the war comes in, which we got right now. It's the cleanest immediate reaction to spiking your energy up. And that's the current phase that we're in now. So, what is phase two then? Phase two is when we don't react so much to the war, it's the power demand. Once the first shock settles down, the market starts asking different questions. And who will be the power next wave? That's when my watch list that I have come in, and one name that I'm looking to get into once we get out of SLB and XLE, once their job is completed. CEG is one of my favorite ones, and then EST, and then NRG. And then I'm trying to hurry because I'm gonna pass it to Rams too. So then phase three is the grid and compute infrastructure. After power comes the stuff that has to carry and support it. That's where the names tied to data centers, cooling, electrification, like the physical system underneath the AI, those will start getting more attention. So that's when the GEV comes in. and it sits closer to the grid and the layer, and then that ties into Vertiv because that's the physical data center side of the AI. That's phase 3. And then phase 4 is our defense and sovereignty. Once the system gets big enough, the next question becomes control, protecting it, and the domestic alignment and all of that shit. So that's when we bring in Palantir. That's our cleaner AI defense and stuff. So it goes energy, power, grid, compute, defense. That's the bigger point. It's not about just finding that one AI stock to chase and hoping it go crazy like I forgot what it's called, Bear AI or something like that. It's about scaling and just finding the full system. So this is basically the flow though. Generate power, move the power, build the infrastructure, cool the service, and protect the network. That's all I'm looking at. This is it went from just a sector rotation to something big. Our energy plays could potentially help fund the next rotation. If energy keeps working, the cleaner the handoff. It might it may be other stuff as well, but after energy, it comes the power first, then the grid, then the compute infrastructure, and then the defense. So now we got the whole system now. So I'm going to try to attack this whole system and time it correctly by price action, and then I'll give it to Rams from there.
That was good. I actually just want to add, you hit one of my tickers, that CEG. I was looking at that too.
That's my favorite one, bro. That's the next one I want to get into. That's crazy. Yeah, that's good.
They big. You hit a big point. They're big. They're like energy is like the biggest hurdle for all the data centers. I build data closets. That's what I do. And you gotta buy these big UPSs. That's what Vertiv, because you touch on Vertiv too. I was gonna touch on Vertiv. You took CEG and Vertiv, because Vertiv, that's where all the UPSs. Let's say if a building goes down, right? Those Vertiv UPSs, their cooling system is still on, and those power sources stay on for hours, even a day or two, until they fix the lights, and they'll go back on, but the whole data plaza will stay on. That's Vertiv. Big, bro, huge. Now let me just share my screen real quick. I'm gonna just show. Let me see. Oh, I am sharing. Hold on. Bang. All right. So and then also we got ALab, Astera Labs, because this is like the connectivity king, right? So like, let's say like AI models, they take massive amounts of data to move instantly, right? But ALab, they make the specific connectivity chips that allow the computer servers to communicate each other without lag. So they can talk to each other like how we're talking right now. That's what ALab does in computer language, right? So this is big. This one, when that theme that you're touching on right now, this is huge. Another one I got is Marvell, but Marvell's been moving heavy lately, and really doesn't surprise me, right? Look at Marvell Technology.
Yeah, I forgot about Marvell.
This is big. Marvell, they do the custom silicon, right? So they'll get it's like AVGO, but on a different scale, because before the data, right, it needs the right like architecture to the chip. So now you don't have to just go and buy the full-on whole NVIDIA chip that might do more than what you need. So now that's when Marvell comes and says, yo, my business only does this, that, and a third. I only need my chip to highly perform in that field. So they're specialized in what every sector actually needs versus one chip, one massive chip that controls everything. So Marvell's a big one. And then you got this right here. This is a sleeper too. This MTZ. So in the field, so look, you can see like the whole drop that's going on in the market. Look at this stock. Like, look at this. But these are the guys. These people do what I do. Like, they build. They're legit the physical builders. Before the servers get plugged in, someone got to build the facilities, run high voltage lines, set up the grid connections. These people, they got like massive backlogs just from building out physical like footprints. They just build out massive data centers. These people are huge right here. this thing is just running, and this is on theme right along with the AI because they're not gonna let AI fail. AI is already out. The ball's rolling. Somebody got to build all these data centers that the AI actually requires. This is like you said, this is bigger than just the one sector rotation. This is an infrastructure rotation. And then did I miss something? Okay, I said VRT, A-Lab, CEG, which you touched on, Marvell, and and Mass Tech. Okay, so those are my 5 picks for this AI infrastructure that I have for right now. And I thought this MTZ is a monster. This is look at this. And look at the times we're in, and just look at this chart. Like, it's not even being phased. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And
But that's all I got for that.
Is that, and Rams came up with this shit just today, y'all. Because I was in a hospital. My mind wasn't all the way there. We normally like recap and stuff like that, so I didn't tell him about this segment at all until like he was probably asleep later last night. So he came up with all that fast. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I like CEG a lot because CEG is dropping off of a cliff. It's at 272 and it peaked at 412. So it dropped off a cliff. And I want it to keep dropping because we're not ready for it yet anyway. So I don't want it to take off without us. So I'm not worried about it being under the 200-day and getting smoked because we'll just get it at a better price. We're not ready for that phase yet. So, but yeah, this is something bigger. Looking to really keep Buffett said, don't take your money out the market, just keep reinvesting it. This would be a beautiful way to be able to reinvest, not from shares. Shares the best way, but leaps, because then we'll get to see this money like fast. Like, and it could be like a 2-3 AI is not, it's here, it's been here but AI has been around since like the 90s though. So it's not something that they're just going to build in a day. So we put it in phases so we could be in these plays for years now. So I'm honestly I'm hyped about it though. Like that's one good thing about, that's why he say sit with yourself and with no distractions, in the dark, alone, just you and your mind. That's when you think the best. That's when your thoughts just start flowing. Like I have thoughts that pops in my head as I'm talking with y'all to that point because I got out a lot of the clutteredness in my head. It's not as good as I like it to, but you'll know. Like if you catch yourself zoning out, that means you need to do some internal surgery and rewiring in your brain. Um, but yeah, so now that was good.